you guys? So back with another video. So today we're going to be working on a bt200x. So it's a Coleman mini bike. It has a jack shaft setup right now. We're going to be switching that over to a torque converter setup. This is the bike we're working on. It's a Coleman bt200x. These come with the jack shaft setup. The customer already had installed a stage 1 kit on it. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be removing the governor on it. We're going to be debaffling this exhaust that he has on there. I'll show you guys right now. We're going to be going to a 26 carb on there, or actually a 22, the VM22 carburetor. And we're going to be changing this jack shaft setup here that always fails on everybody to a torque converter setup. So the torque converter setup that we're using is just an Amazon special, and this is what it is. It comes with all the parts and everything we need. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to install it. Also, since this doesn't fit, we're going to be using a riser. So I'm going to be lifting the motor up a little bit, about an inch. I have some risers I already have cut out. We'll be lifting up the motor so we can put the torque converter on. But first we're going to do some other little mods to this motor for this guy's bike. And then it should be ready and it should be ripping. He said it's pretty slow because the jack shaft set up, so he's limited on speed. So now with the torque converter, he'll have best of both worlds. So it'll be, you know, he'll have the snappiness on bottom, and then he'll still have his top end speed. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, you guys, so we got the jack shaft took it off of here already. We got that removed since we ain't going to be using that no more. Move the screws to the side. We removed all the other stuff as well. We took off the carburetor, the stock one, all the linkage, all the stuff we ain't going to be using no more. I noticed on this one is that, I don't know if you guys could see it, but he told me he tried replacing his gasket, side cover gasket, and yeah, I can tell he just crushed the shit out of it. So that ain't good. It's going to need a new gasket. And then a couple other little things I saw. He installed his carburetor wrong, but we're changing it anyways. But yeah, he did it wrong, so that's not good. But yeah, we're gonna get that fixed for him. And then his muffler, I noticed that his muffler is blown out already, so I'm gonna have to let him know that he's gonna need a new muffler as well, because this thing is already junk. You can see that it's already broken from the insides right here. It's already broken, and then right here it's already blowing out. So that ain't good. But yeah, I'll let him know that. Couple little things he's gonna have to do. But yeah, let's keep on cranking on this. Okay, so I already took off that side cover, the jack shaft. Now I want to open up this side, but before I open this side, I want to see if there's any oil in this. I'm not sure if it's on oil, or did it already leak it all out. There's always a little bit of oil. Okay, so we're gonna remove this, take off these bolts. Yeah, he definitely over tightened this. Let's get this governor removed out of here. Man, he really... Let's see. There we go. Pull the side case off. We're gonna have to replace that gasket. Look at that. He was wondering why his motor didn't run. Let's check that out. Motor's at top dead center. Cam is not even lined up. So we're gonna have to see if anything else got damaged in that. Shoot, okay. So yeah, check that out. See, our point's here. And then our point on the cam's right there. It's way off. So let me get this removed and get this sent to the customer, and then we'll get back. Okay, so this is the oil I drained out of that 212. It has big pieces of metal. And then I was looking over here, and you look on the crank, he stripped the teeth. So the teeth are all stripped out and broken. Also too, look at this. Well, obviously the cam's not lined up, so it's damaged. I don't know what else is damaged in there. Possibly the lifters, valves, something. I'm not being timed. Yeah, so let's see what this customer wants to do with this. But how it is right now, this ain't gonna work. There's even metal inside. You guys can't see it, but there's pieces of metal inside the cylinder. So that ain't good either. That's unfortunate, but that's why if you guys don't know how to work on stuff, sometimes it's better just to take it to somebody who knows what they're doing, spend a little bit of money, and get it done right. Because when you try to open them up and do stuff on yourself, it ends up costing you more money. So very unfortunate for this one. Stay tuned, you guys, because he also brought me another motor, but we'll see if I can make a motor out of both of them. Alright, you guys, so we got back to the customer. I ended up opening up his motor more, and that thing was just toast. So I had a spare block and a bunch of parts, so I put a new crank, new rod, piston and rings. It's ungoverned already, so I already had tapped it. This was my block, so I used my stuff. All new bearings, seals, everything's pretty much a rebuilt motor. So right now I'm going to be putting the 22-pound valve springs for him in. So I already took off this side, the exhaust side, and these are the little valve springs, and this is the head that uses the 5.5 little studs. I mean the valves. So it's like the little better head. And the reason we're using 22-pounders is because this is the biggest you can use on stock, you know, the stock parts, stock internals and stuff like that, stock retainers. So this is what we're going to be using. You can totally tell the difference, so let me show you guys. So here's a stock one, 12-pound spring, and there's the one we're putting in, 22-pounders. These you can fully collapse. This one can't collapse it all the way. So yeah, we're going to do his exhaust side first. Okay, so here's our new one. Here's his, that with his retainers. Now, let me try to get these on. Oops. No, man, this is the hard part. Alright, so we already did one of the valve springs. One of these 22ers. So pretty much the simple way without using, you know, the correct tools. I just like to set them up like this. Get it ready. So this is our intake side. Oops. Put that back on. So we'll get our new valve spring on there, which is the bigger one, 22 pounds. I put this on top. And then while holding the bottom, I kind of push on it. And just like that. See? And just like that, it goes on. The other one I tried showing you right away shot off, but there we go. That's how we install the 22-pound valve springs. We get rid of the stock 12ers, which are extremely, light. These are the ones we used. 22-pound valve springs for the clone motors. So we'll put those back, so we don't need those no more. Now we can put our valve train back on. So, oops. We'll put this right here. This, and then we're just gonna set these up. We're not gonna actually put them on yet, like we're just gonna put them on loosely because I still have to put on the other stuff. So I'll leave it like that. Put the locking on. Here's this side. Okay, so let me get the head and we'll start getting the rest of this put together. Okay, so we put the head gasket on. We're going to be going with the 10 mil head gasket for more compression. We got our push rods in there, our head. So let's put this how it goes. Just like that. Actually, I can put these in from the top. So let me put this in there. Okay. Set that head down. Our head studs. Or actually head bolts, they're called. Put them in. That is a 12. So this motor right here will be more than enough for the owner. It's kind of pretty much the same setup as my mini bike was, the low budget one that I did. Pretty much the same exact setup. Very simple, cost efficient, and he'll have tons of power, and you can use it a lot. A good little motor for the money. Considering I saved him because his old motor, he destroyed that. You guys saw that already. Putting the camshaft in wrong. So, hold on. Okay. So I'm just snugging these down right now. Not fully tightening them yet. Okay. Alright, then we get the torque spec on them real quick. Okay, so let's torque these down. You don't want to over tighten these at all. There's that one. Oh, let me get a better grip on this motor. Hold on. Felt it moved real quick, so let me make sure this is good. Okay. There you go. All right, so that's 15 foot-pounds. It says the recommended spec is 17, so we're gonna do 17. Oops. Okay. Double check them. Okay. All right. So we have the head torque down. Now let me put these push rods in. Then we can adjust the valve lash. Okay, let's get this side. Oh man, there's some fighting me. Oh, that's why. Oops. Rookie mistake, you guys. I put it backwards. All right, you guys. So we finally have a motor ready to go. Now it's a good motor. So yeah, we ended up helping this guy out, and we're able to give him a pretty cool, nice looking motor to get his mini bike back and going, the BX200 or the BT200. So what we did is we used the Tillotson flywheel so he can rev it higher. So Tillotson flywheel, the cast iron, VM22 carburetor, I rejetted it. Pod filter, he has a header pipe on here, 22-pound valve springs, no governor, and then he has a high compression head gasket and a couple other little goodies inside. So yeah, now this thing's ready, has tons of compression, turns over, does everything. Now we got to get that torque converter on, and then we can get it on the bike, and then that's it, and then we'll have a running bike. So thanks you guys for watching, staying tuned with this little build right here that we did. I try to show you guys more because you guys are always wanting to see more in depth of the build and stuff like that, what goes into it. So yeah, sorry about the mess, but I appreciate you guys, and till the next one. So we got the bike back together. Now it's a Predator. It has a Mikuni VM22 carb on there. We rejetted it, so we have the header on there, exhaust, no baffle, torque converter set up, still running the stock sprocket in the rear. We have 22-pound valve springs. It has a high compression head gasket. We did a new rod, new piston, new everything in here for him. So we got his bike back and running for him. Now it's all together. It looks all stock, but it has some upgrades in it. And then it also has a Tillotson flywheel on it, so it can rev up higher because it has no governor, without exploding like the stock Predator ones do. So yeah, should be pretty good for him now. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching me build this bike, build this motor for this customer. And till the next one.